Okay, welcome back, everyone. We are here with our next agency, the Mayor's Office of Cable and Communications. And we are going to go straight into the presentation from our director, Maya Gilmore.
Good afternoon, Chair McCray and esteemed members of the council. My name is Maya Gilmore, and I serve as the director of the Mayor's Office of Cable and Communications, and I'm joined today by my deputy director, Michael Wells. Thank you for the opportunity to appear before you today to present our fiscal 2026 budget. Our office remains deeply committed to advancing the government transparency and equitable access for all Baltimoreans. At the core of our mission is advising the mayor and city officials on cable television, electronic communications, services, and technology, developing thoughtful policy recommendations, monitoring the city's cable system, promoting access to systems for schools, colleges, and the public, and providing strong customer protections for cable subscribers. The role and responsibilities of our office have significantly expanded in recent years, evolving beyond its traditional services, and has become a central support hub for major citywide initiatives and high-impact multimedia campaigns. For example, we produce multimedia campaigns that include graphic design and special event support for signature initiatives such as Baltimore's Hiring, Charles Street is Open for Biz, CIAA Maryland Day, the Civil Rights Breakfast, Civil Rights Week, State of the City Address, and now the Summer Youth Engagement website. Beyond citywide campaigns, the office also serves external clients delivering production services to community organizations. We operate with a multimedia mindset because we believe that access to information is power. And our role is to ensure that every resident has the opportunity to engage with and understand how our government operates. MOCC has one service, which is media production, and for the fiscal year 2026, we've identified 3 major goals that will continue to advance our mission. First, we're proud to launch and operationalize the new CharmTV headquarters in Councilman Torrance's district. This new facility represents transformational investment in our public media capacity and serve as a central hub for civic storytelling, digital education, and expanded access to government transparency. Importantly, this project not only reflects the administration's commitment to transparency and innovation, it also represents the administration's commitment to investing in economically challenged neighborhoods. By anchoring our office in the heart of the Penn North community, our goal is to spur economic growth, create new partnerships, and increase opportunity in that area that has historically seen disinvestment. We're currently in the process of finalizing fixtures and finishes in the building with modern technology, community-driven spaces, and infrastructure that allows us to scale operations and better serve the entire city. Second, we are leading the renegotiation and renewal of the Baltimore's cable franchise agreement. This critical effort is being carried out in close partnership with the Baltimore City Law Department, the Baltimore Office of Information and Technology, and our outside counsel. This renewal will help us ensure that our infrastructure, consumer protections, and revenue provisions remain aligned with today's rapidly evolving communications landscape. Third, we are working to stabilize live streaming on CharmTVBaltimore.com by investigating the strength of the city's network, but also exploring new live stream capabilities that meet our performance needs, align with fiscal responsibility of our services, and integrate well with our closed captioning system. In addition, we're working to implement multi-streaming capability, which is crucial to support simultaneous government hearings and public meetings, ensuring residents can access all proceedings in real time. A major highlight in this year's proposed budget is a $30,000 allocation to cover the cost of closed captioning for programming aired on CharmTV. This is a critical step in the continuation to keeping our programming accessible to all viewers. We're also monitoring guidance from the FCC regarding descriptive video services, which provides narrated descriptions of key visual elements so that people who are blind or visually impaired fully understand and experience the video content. Additionally, it's important to note that our overall position count has decreased, reflecting the removal of funding for a media producer director role. This adjustment was made in alignment with the broader citywide budget priorities and staffing assessments. As always, we are guided by our commitment to transparency, inclusion, and innovation. And thank you again for your time and partnership and support. And I welcome your questions.
And thank you, Director Gilmore. Once you all seated, that was pretty quick. I had a question about one performance measure, and that was the number of CharmTV sessions. Is that related to YouTube, or is that like overall?
Yes,
Can you just explain
that's related to the website. So that sessions are basically how many people engage with our website or content on our website at a time. Well, within a span of time.
Okay, does that include the YouTube channel?
Is it? It's Google. It's not included on the YouTube channel.
It's just
Google.
the
It's just the
website.
website.
Okay, got it. That was my question.
Yeah.
We also have a question from Councilmember Gray.
Yep, good afternoon. How are you today?
I'm good. Thank you. How are you?
Amazing. I just have a question about just service performance and with the quality of service improvement, the better production quality, the multi-streaming that you guys are expecting to do in FY2026, and the budget being essentially flat. Will you guys be able to maintain or enhance the service offerings, given the fact that you guys are staying at the same funding level almost? And if so, can you just go into how you guys are going to still be able to do more with effectively the same?
I ask myself that question all the time. Our services have expanded the responsibilities, the requests from agencies from across the city as the quality of it has increased and people have the visibility of the agency has increased. More people are like, oh, hey, CharmTV does this, and the requests are coming in rapidly. We do make our best effort at fulfilling all of those requests. So we will continue making our best effort to fulfill all of those requests with what the resources that we have.
Okay, thank you. That was my only question. I just wanted to make sure you guys are still going to be able to do all the great work that you're doing.
Yes.
And I think I know only one council person who takes advantage of the services with her 90 seconds. But I think our office will probably be trying to do so as well. And just thank you in advance for that partnership.
Mm-hmm. And I will add too, in terms of the multi-stream, that is a technical thing that we've been working out we are soon launching our new accessible, user-friendly website, and it should be coming out in the end of July. And with that, it will have different capabilities for us to multi-stream and do various other things.
Okay, and I didn't look in this particular mayoral office. My chief of staff was the one who looked over it. But do you guys actually stream like AFRAM, Charm City Live, or any of those the festivals that we have?
We are not the production company for those festivals,
Gotcha.
So no,
Okay.
we do not.
That makes sense. All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Vice President Middleton.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I guess I first just want to commend you. Over the years, your office has been just going through change and improving with the small amount of money that you have for just trying to keep CharmTV moving, and the small staff that you have. You show up in so many places with, what you have to work with. So I definitely commend you for that. I guess I'd like to know, do you participate or have interns or fellows come and work with you to learn new skills? And again, as we constantly talk about apprenticeships, and, it's a department that could, really benefit and help people in our neighborhoods that are interested in this field. And then there's also starting to develop media centers within middle schools and the high schools. You have plans to connect some kind of way to get volunteer help? Please respond.
Yeah, thank you for the question. So we do host interns every year. We host interns. We serve as a pipeline with Morgan State University, and we are a next-gen internship site for the University of Baltimore. Our intern actually just graduated in May, so we do have interns. We also host youth workers every summer as well, youth workers that are interested in video and media production. In terms of the community, that is part of our community engagement strategy. When we head to the Penn North community, right now we're in a private building, and this building was a temporary space for us when we moved from Marketplace. And so this building does not allow for us to engage the community in the way that we should, in the way that we would like to. So this new building allows us the opportunity to control our space, and we can invite community members in as part of our public access programming, is to invite community members in, provide them with training and tools to use our facilities, teach them media production skills, teach them storytelling. And largely, my thought is that once they are able to go out and produce those Baltimore-centric stories and content, that it will then be aired on our public access channel in the Engage Network. Because I also like to note, and I don't know if this is widely known, is that the Mayor's Office of Cable and Communication, we manage 2 assets, but we also oversee Baltimore City Public Schools, which they were offline for some time, but we recently just got them back up online, and they're in the process of redesigning their channel. And we operate the Engage Network, which is our public access network, where community members can send us content, and that content airs there. And then CharmTV is our government channel that is dedicated to the council and the mayor.
Thank you for that. And since you're also kind of on the west side, I can see you developing a relationship with Baltimore City Community College, that campus on Liberty Heights as well, to kind of get some partnerships and connections with, I know the president of that college system is interested in some new innovative ideas, so I would suggest a meeting as well.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Councilwoman Ramos.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Thanks also to CharmTV. I think lots of people, I hear a lot of people say, oh, I saw you on CharmTV. So people are watching. And I definitely appreciate your team working with me on our weekly videos. It's a routine now. It's also a lot of work, so I do appreciate it. I was just gonna suggest, and maybe this is for, I don't know who writes the narratives on the book, but just to say that it's not just mayoral press conferences and announcements, but you're also working with the city council, because I think it's not just me. I think a couple of my other colleagues have taken advantage of some of your services too. And I know from mayor's office is very much like you're with the council and the mayor. So, and hopefully more of my colleagues will take advantage of your services. I was curious about this vacant media producer position, because just as our colleague was just talking about, like it seems like you're very busy, and hopefully the school system is actually paying you for the work that they're supposed to be doing.
That you're part of the PEG, so we support them as part of our PEG agreement, our franchise agreement.
Okay, yeah, so you're gonna be busy. So I'm hoping that that you're getting the right staffing to support your work, but also supporting the staff that you have, because they're all very valuable, and I want to make sure that they're all staying. So is your longer term plan to be able to invest more in your staffing, and how's that working?
So I want my staff to stay too, because they're all incredible and incredibly talented and support the work of the city, and they do really well doing that. And so with those vacancies in 2023, we were given positions, pens that were funded. With that funding, the recommendation came down that we hold them as a part of salary cost savings for at least 1 year, or that we stagger hiring. I chose to stagger hiring because there was a more immediate need for support, and so those have been vacant as part of cost savings. However, we plan to fill them this year.
Oh, so this elimination of the one position isn't really an elimination?
No, one of them was eliminated. So it was 3 vacancies. One was eliminated, and now there are 2 remaining that are not funded currently.
Gotcha. I was not on the mic when I was saying all that great stuff. Sorry about that. Okay, well, I think that, I would just put in a plug to make sure that you're, A, staff for your capacity, and B, that all of your staff are getting, properly funded, because they're very talented. And,
Thank you.
somebody could take them at any time, and that would be terrible.
Yeah, I don't want that to happen.
And then my last question is on 421, this might be a typo. Page 421 of the book, there's something listed here for assistant sheriff. You don't have an assistant sheriff in your staff.
No, I do not.
Finance, do you know what I'm talking about?
Ben Brosh, Deputy Budget Director. I believe that is a typo, and we'll go back and take a look to make sure that we have the correct position listed.
Because the position count is still the same, even with this weird assistant sheriff in here. So if that just has to be like restated, then I would like to know what that is. But also, if it's just there and we need to like fill it with somebody who's not an assistant sheriff, I'm sure we could do that.
We can get you the corrected list of positions with Assistant Sheriff removed from that and the
Okay,
intended
great.
position listed. Yeah.
Great, thank you very much. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you. Councilman Jones?
Thank you, Madam Chair, and thank you, CharmTV, for all the hard work you do. Just want to commend you on this year, also having people sign during the council meetings. I realize that by us not having that previously, that we were shutting out a population of our city from participating. And recently, I attended a gala for the hearing impaired, and it kind of brought to light the importance of making sure as we do production, we, do it in a way where we invite everybody and show that this city is for everyone and we have everyone in mind. And I just want to commend you all on taking that approach in what you do. I guess my question was regarding one of the performance measures where under percentage of government meetings covered, it says 100%. Is that 100% of all government meetings you all cover? Just wanted to get clarification. Yeah.
So, council, we cover 100% of council meetings.
Oh, council meetings.
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. I would just want to clarify. And my second question was in regards to the goal of stabilizing live stream. Did you all consider, I know sometimes when people do live stream, they also connect it to the YouTube where folks can watch the live stream on YouTube. I noticed when we have stuff live, it's never really connected to the YouTube channel. Has that been an idea of like connecting the live stream to YouTube's live stream and seeing if we could stabilize it that way?
Thank you for the question. We recently had a conversation with BSIT about live streaming because apparently there was recommendation that came down that that YouTube was the only approved live stream infrastructure. We have been live streaming for over a decade and we were never made aware of that recommendation. So our live streaming platform is not YouTube, but now we are exploring what that looks like and how we can integrate that into our new website.
Historically, we couldn't control the ads and the interruptions on YouTube, so that's why we didn't go with YouTube. We have a vendor. We control our live stream with our vendor, as opposed to the wild, wild west of YouTube.
Oh, and I think sometimes when they live stream on YouTube, there is no, I don't know, I have never seen a commercial in the middle of it if you live stream it up, I guess. But it's just something I was wondering if you all.
And that was decades, that was a long time ago. So YouTube has changed significantly since that our live stream was put in place.
Okay, go ahead. I was just thinking it may be an easier lift to utilize that as a live streaming service rather than trying to develop or stabilize the one we currently have. But
Thank you for the recommendation.
that concludes my questions, and just thank you again for all the work you do. Appreciate it.
I also would like to note that's a great segue to, we all attended the Baltimore City Association of the Deaf Gala, and that night, while we left a little early, we were awarded the Accessibility Champion Award for our closed captioning and ASL. Yeah.
Thanks for uplifting that. And congratulations.
Thank you.
Do we have any additional questions for Director or her team? Okay, well, Director Gilmore, we want to thank you and your team for the great work that you guys do. We greatly appreciate you and the work that your team does as well. We will be back at 2:30 with the Environmental Control Board.
Thank you.